I Don't Get It
Podcast.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the I Don't Get It podcast. It's the 200th episode of the I Don't Get It podcast.
Wow.
Hi, guys.
Hello. Isn't that nuts?
Party time.
Every time I tell someone it's been 200 episodes, they're like, wow, you're like one of the first. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
I guess so.
You
It's
know
kinda
what's
nuts.
weird, though? In my head, 200 doesn't sound like that much.
No, it doesn't sound like that much to me either.
It's so weird. It doesn't... What is,
But
so is
there's
that exactly
52
4
weeks.
years?
There's 52
Yeah,
weeks in a
it's-
year, so if you think about that, that's 4 years. That's a long time. Never missed a week.
Yeah, I know.
I
Yeah.
guess. 200 doesn't sound like that much. Anyways, guys, we have a very special episode planned for all of you. We are going to have fans calling in today who have been listening since day one. It feels so funny that it's the 200th. Looking back, I feel like I was a completely different person when this podcast started, but sadly my life is similarly the same. I mean, my career is flourishing, but I am still single AF. But anyways, Ashley's married now. Lauren's in a healthy relationship. And we have Courtney on the line who has been with us. She's been listening since day one. Courtney runs our Facebook group. She's the reason why our live events have happened. She's really been like the backbone of this podcast. So we felt like it was fitting to have her on and sort of start just with you, Courtney, and like your memory of like first listening in and just your experience like with working with us and stuff.
Yeah, and I just want to add, I think I told this story at our live podcast. You guys may have heard it, but like Courtney tweeted me all day long when she would visit LA from San Francisco. And she would be like, I'm at the Grove today. Can we please meet at the Grove? And I'm like, okay. I'm like, this girl is like, I even responded. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to today, but hopefully we can hang soon. I don't know, something like that. And then Lauren and I happened to be going to the Grove that day, and I didn't even remember that she had tweeted me about like being at the Grove. And then she came up to me, she found me, and she was like, oh my God, Ashley, I'm the girl who was tweeting at you that I was going to be here. And I was like, oh God, this girl might be psycho.
Like, shit, I forgot.
And now here she is, the producer of our podcast. So she wasn't a psycho. She was actually a very hardworking, intelligent
thank you.
woman. Yes.
Yeah, that was quite entertaining that day for my birthday. I mean, I didn't even live here at the time, and I like come to LA probably once a month, whether it was like for an interview or whatever, and every time I would tweet Ashley. So it took like 6 months to like finally see her. So like casually.
So insane.
So funny. Well, you've done a great job with getting us guests and being such a great leader for the I Don't Get It community. So thank you for that.
Of course. No,
And,
I mean, I've been listening
Courtney,
forever.
Courtney, I think it would be wrong of us to have you on here and then to have you be so helpful and yet never have asked you so far what you don't get. So please share.
Yes.
Oh
we wanna
my
know
Maybe
your I
something
don't
that we
get it.
haven't covered.
I feel
That's
like I've
hard.
probably I feel like I've probably sent you like 200 different things
True.
that I don't get over the years. And so it's so hard to like come up with anything. But right now I will say, because a call before this is that I don't get how anyone's supposed to get married during COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that that's like a whole podcast topic in of itself, because these poor people have been like rescheduling their weddings so many times. And do you reschedule it or not? You know?
No, I think the key here is not to put another date on it. If you have to cancel it, don't reschedule because you don't know. But I think I've said it on the podcast. If I was going to get married in 2020, that was our set wedding date, I would just get married legally.
Party
be
later.
A married couple, but they just never. I wouldn't even like tell anybody because I wouldn't even want. Because I think if you do the party later, people are like, "Oh, they've already been married.
Yeah.
Like we don't have to go." So I think you just like pretend. You just pretend like you're still engaged, but you're actually
Interesting.
married. And then
Honestly, it's such a toss-up because I have a friend that was supposed to get married this year, and then they decided not to get married this year anymore, and then they decided to get married this year, and people are going to tune in on Zoom, and I totally see both sides. There's a part of me that's like, oh, I really wish I was there, you know, like you really want to celebrate in person, but then there's also a part of me that's like, it is kind of romantic and very, you know, Carrie Bradshaw to just like, do have a small intimate thing, and this year is so like blah, you know, it's like nice to have something to celebrate and look forward to.
I guess see how many like RSVPs you get, you know, because like maybe people are just saying throwing caution to the wind, or like saying fuck it, let's live our lives, you know, and see what happens.
Well, especially at this point.
At this point, but
I wouldn't want to put like if it was me, like my grandpa and stuff, like I wouldn't want people flying and like coming to like, you know, be around him. And like putting
that's true,
him in
but like
danger.
if he wanted to do it and he was like, I'm gonna be there for Naz, then it's his decision, and you know maybe that's what he wanted to do with his days.
I think that Naz is right. I would lean into the whole Carrie and Big thing.
I would go to Denny's.
Because this is this podcast. So, of course, I would literally, we would go to a diner afterward with like 8 people, and I would wear the like skirt and suit top.
The simple thing. Remember in the beginning, she's like, I found what I'm wearing. And she's like, I found it at a thrift shop. And they're like, what? Yeah. And then that's what she ended up wearing.
I have recently been seeing a lot of like memes and TikToks and posts about people rewatching Sex and the City and then realizing how toxic and crazy Carrie was actually.
Yeah, it's fine.
Fine.
She's
I mean,
fine.
I had this client the other day, and she was like, "I rewatched it. Carrie sucks. I'm a Miranda, and I'm so proud of it." And I was like, I know.
It. Everyone grew up to realize that they're actually Miranda, and that Miranda was such a boss, and that. But honestly, I don't think Carrie was that erratic. But I know a lot of people hate Carrie because they're like, she only talks about herself. Blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, she was the central character.
I know. She's not a real person. They scripted her that way. Like, why are we taking it so personally?
But you guys know how I watched the entire thing from start to finish over May, and that was the first time I ever did it in consecutive order. And that did end up bothering me. The fact that everything came back to her. And I was like, oh, wow, she really is self-centered. They bring it up a few times where it's like, it's all about Carrie, blah, blah, blah. Like, and then, that's why I get mad when mom is like, oh, when she makes fun of Miranda. I'm like, Mom, don't make fun of Miranda. She's the best. She's like, she's us. She's everyone.
We love redheads. That's why Courtney is here with us right now.
Courtney, do you watch Sex and the City?
I'm always so lost when you guys do. No. I like the movies, but I never had time to like watch all.
I don't think
series.
Courtney's in the minority.
You never had time.
Courtney, would you ever watch it? A lot of people are rewatching it in quarantine. I want to watch it back in what is it? Consequential order. Is that
you? No,
what? Consecutive. What?
It'll be on my to-do list.
Oh my god! Guys, it's 10 a.m. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Courtney, and what I was going to say, you know what's kind of hard is finding what I notice now that I have a boyfriend. It's hard to find a show that we both want to watch together.
Yeah.
I would have time to watch this, but like, can I talk him into it? And like, I never want to watch his shows. So it's like,
we as women bend so much more. We bend to what they like so much more, you know? They won't bend that way. Like, we'll be like, yeah, I guess I could watch Game of Thrones. I guess I could watch.
Like, I don't have time.
See, now you don't have time. Yeah. But like,
Lauren, Hunter was watching. He was suggesting Emily in Paris.
Oh my God, Hunter's the best. This is so funny.
That's so true. He did, and I didn't want to watch it.
I was telling, oh my God, Emily in Paris. I can't believe we haven't even talked about Emily in Paris because
I know
Darren Star created, Sex and the City, younger, now Emily in Paris. It is so much fun to hate because I watched it in the beginning and I was like, oh my God, this show is so bad. And then everybody was talking about it. So I was like, I have to hop on it. And it is amazing. It is escapism. It's like wish fulfillment. Like I just want to make out with a hot chef named Gabrielle in Paris right now. I mean, and I don't understand because you guys know I watch a lot of TV for work. It's like Netflix keeps pumping out these dramas, and I'm like, this is not what we want right now.
Apparently, everyone wants Emily.
We want more Emily in Paris. We need escapism. Like, it is abysmal.
You guys,
outside.
I think this show becoming such a sensation is just proof that we don't have enough rom-coms.
Yeah, exactly. And we don't have enough, like, Sex in the City type content.
Well, and I was going to say, all of the reality shows are like doing so well on Netflix because there's nothing else.
Yeah, reality and Emily in Paris. Yeah.
But can we talk about Emily just for a second? Naz, it was the exact same way. I remember I like seeing kind of like ads that it was coming out. I was like, oh, Lily Collins, so pretty. It's by Darren Star. I was like, so like I'll watch it. So like a day after it came out, I sat down to watch the first episode, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so poorly acted and scripted. Like I love it. I was like, this is so awkward to watch. Yeah. And then I was like, but I'm gonna watch the second episode.
Right. Yeah.
and then
there's 30 minutes of Sex and the City time, you know, so you can like really bang it out. I think I watched 7 episodes. I haven't finished it.
Oh my God, you have to finish it. It's so good. I can't wait for the second season. But yeah, actually in the beginning I was like, oh, they're portraying French people so poorly. You know, it was like they're so mean to her in the office. I was like, there's no way they would be this mean to her. And then everybody was also trashing Patricia Field, who's like
I'm so confused.
Iconic fashion designer, and everyone's like, ew, these outfits are so
stylish.
Stylist.
Who said they're gross? I'm so confused. I thought her outfits, every single one of them was stunning.
Nothing that I would personally wear, but
but here's the thing, Lauren.
E! News posted something like everybody's making fun of her fashion, and I'm like, wait a second.
They're throwing every designer, like they're throwing up a specific designer on her outfit, like, and all the pieces and accessories and stuff. They don't go together, but they look.
Yes, they do.
Well, Lauren, no, it's totally not Lauren and I's style, but they very much embodied an American girl that goes to Paris and wears what she thinks that she should be wearing in Paris. But I just want to remind everyone, when Sex and the City came out, a lot of people were like, oh my God, like aside from the Manolo Blahniks, people are like, what are these women wearing? And I'm telling you, like years from now, we're going to be like, that pink houndstooth, like monochromatic outfit was amazing.
Yeah,
that she wears towards the end.
You guys, it's totally just because it's not your style. Like I want to wear every single outfit
I think it's good. It's not my style, but I don't hate on it. I don't understand why people are hating on it because
it's just like the pom pom that she had. You know, it's like the classic girl wearing bright colors, and I feel like everyone in Paris was just wearing monochromatic.
Black.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, French girl fashion.
I get that. You're right that it's an American girl trying to be fashionable in Paris, but I don't care. That's what's so endearing about it.
It's honestly fabulous.
Blue triangle earrings.
Lauren, this is from Italy. These are from Italy.
Okay.
I got these on our honeymoon.
I know. I'm saying the fact that you like her like lime green coat and you're wearing like bright blue earrings. I'm not shitting on your earrings.
I thought you were shitting on my earrings. These are my a prized possession of mine.
It's obvious, like, you know, you like bright colors, and here we are.
All right, guys. Well, we'll end our Emily in Paris rant there. If you guys haven't seen it yet, please watch that in Sex and the City because I'm sure we'll reference it for the next 200 episodes on our podcast.
Yes.
But we do have, we are going to have some guests joining us. The first one's name is Gianna. She is here, so we are going to let her in, and we're going to hear her I Don't Get It's and her experience listening to this podcast. Here we go.
All right, we got Gianna on the line. Hey, Gianna, this seems so self-centered of us, but when did you start listening to the I Don't Get It podcast?
Oh, I was a day one girl, so I started listening from day one. I absolutely love you guys and almost wish you had 2 podcasts a week.
Wow.
Wait, so how did you find the podcast? I'm assuming maybe through Ashley. Maybe walk us through like what you've thought about the podcast over the years, maybe your favorite episodes or anything you wanted to ask us. This does kind of seem self-indulgent, but it's more in the vein of where we wanted to hear from you guys, the fans, you know, and your experience, like listening to I Don't Get It.
Not at all. So I am a huge Bachelor fan. So I followed Ashley from day one and Jared. And then I just fell in love with Lauren on Bachelor in Paradise. And I was so sad when she left.
Me too.
Everybody was.
But I connected so much with Ashley. I just felt every emotion that she felt. I had a similar relationship where we were best friends, and I saw my relationship with him and her relationship with Jared. And I was like, okay, I love her. I connect with her. And when they ever got together, I like cried.
What happened with you and the guy?
Yeah, what happened?
Oh, so Jared, so he was my big all throughout college. We kind of were on and off for well, not on and off, but for 3 years we were best friends, and it was kind of like we like each other, but we don't know. And it was back and forth. And we lived 3.5 hours away from each other. So we knew we're going to graduate. That's it. Like, we're going to be friends, but that's it. So he kind of came to me, and we're kind of seeing each other, and he's like, all right, that's it. After graduation, we can't do it. I'm like, okay, my heart was broken. He's like, I can't do the 3 hours. I need to focus on my career and blah, blah, blah. Well, a month later, he called me. He's like, listen, I can't not do it. I can't not have you. And 4.5 years of long distance, and we got engaged.
Oh my God, my heart was like pounding. I was like, how does this end?
I had no idea where that was going.
I just felt like Charlotte when Carrie like said that they were getting married in that restaurant. She's like, she's been dating him.
Oh yeah, she like runs and tells everyone. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, congratulations, Gianna. That's so awesome.
Yeah, we actually got engaged in Newport in August. So I was like, my Ashley and Jared.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. This is so inspirational.
See, people.
Yeah, and I'm actually from this.
Sorry, people are always like, oh, Ashley's story is so unrealistic. I cannot relate anymore. Yeah. Girl, you just made another story happen.
Yes.
Can
we also talk about Lauren's nails? Like I feel like you're very much like, can we talk about just so everyone
can we talk about my nails? They're so long. And
your hands are like right on the computer. I love your nails. Anyways.
Gianna, where in Newport did he propose? Tell us the proposal story.
So I'm from Rhode Island. I'm actually, I'm from the same hometown as Jared. I'm from Warwick.
Are you in Warwick currently?
Yes.
You guys could record this
currently.
together.
Yeah. What? That's amazing.
Wait, that's so weird.
Yes, I grew up in Warwick.
This is Gianna. She lives in Warwick.
Hi.
Hello,
what kind of small world is this?
Okay, I've actually met him, and it's the most embarrassing thing in the whole world.
Okay, tell us that story.
Okay, 2 stories now you got to tell us.
Sorry. Okay, so I went right after Bachelor in Paradise. It wasn't air yet, but I lived with my parents after college, and my dad's like, let's go to this, like, it's in East Greenwich, but it's like this little deck, and it's on the water. And he's like, just come to lunch. And I'm like, I don't feel good. I don't feel like it. I don't have makeup on. Ugh.
Blue on the water.
It was Nautica right next to it.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, all right. My dad's like, let's just go. I'm like, all right. So me and my parents go, and we're eating. And my dad slams his hands on the table, and he goes, is that Jared from Bachelor? Because like we would watch it together. And I was like, yes, but please don't say anything. Like, please. And he goes, Jared.
Oh.
And he calls him over, and he's like, will you take a picture with my daughter? We love watching you. And I'm like, I am so embarrassed.
I'm sure Jared is perfectly nice.
Perfectly nice.
A perfect gentleman. I'm pretty sure like his mom like works at the same hospital as my dad, but I was like, please, this is so embarrassing.
Oh, that's so
my
cute.
God.
He was very nice.
Good.
So we got engaged in Newport in August. We were supposed to go out on a Saturday night. I'm a teacher, so school was starting. And he's like, let's just go out, like, relax before school starts. It poured rain on a Saturday. We were sitting outside. So he's like, you know what? Let's just cancel. Let's go Sunday. I'm like, all right, whatever. So we go to the landing. We had dinner. It was beautiful outside on the deck. And he's like, let's just go for a walk. Like, I'm kind of, like, I'm full. Let's just stretch.
Oh, God. So nerve-wracking.
Okay, whatever. But
did you know?
Like, whatever,
did you like feel like something was going down? Okay.
No. So his best friend was getting engaged 2 days later, and we helped him plan it. Oh. So I was like, oh, it definitely won't be me. So we walked, and he's like, come on, just a little further. Like, there's this place that my friend told me about, and it's like a little pier that looks over the Newport Bridge.
Smooth.
And he's like, it's really cool. Let's just go look at it. So now I'm in heels. My feet are bleeding, like actually bleeding. We walked like 1.5 miles. He took me to the wrong pier.
Oh, no.
So we get there, and we walk out on the end of the pier, and he just looks at me, and he's like, I know you've been waiting for this for 5 years. He's like, and it's finally the time. And then he gets down on one knee and kind of did the whole spiel right at sunset.
Aww.
And I blacked out. I was like, oh my God. And then he put the ring on me, and he goes, look who's here. And I turn around, and my parents and our best friend were there capturing it.
So sweet.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was
Gianna, thank you so much for sharing that story. It's like so near and dear to my heart now. That's so awesome. So congratulations.
Yeah,
and
thank you
so
much
much
for coming on.
And thanks
do you
for
have an
listening
I don't
to
get
us.
it?
Oh yeah,
What's
do you have
your
an I don't get it with the
Oh, yes. So I do have an I don't get it. I have a lot, actually. I have so many over the years. But, oh my gosh, now come on the spot. Oh, no.
It's okay. It's really hard to think of one. If you can't think of one, that's okay.
Okay, well, one of them for Corona, I don't get why people wear their mask under their nose.
Oh my
Just
goodness
put
gracious.
it over your nose. It takes 2
it's
seconds.
one of my biggest pet
Oh my
peeves.
God, it makes no sense.
If you're wearing the mask, wear it properly.
Ridiculous.
Exactly.
Doesn't make any
That's
doesn't
a
make
good
any
one.
sense.
Well, Gianna, thank you so much. Thanks for listening to us since day one. We love
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we really appreciate
Thank you.
your
I love you
support.
I hope I run into you around here. I will one day.
I know. Well, I live in Mass now, but we come down all the time.
All right, well,
if
okay,
you're
great.
if you're in Rhode Island in March of next year, we're getting married. Come on down.
there you go.
Okay.
Memorize what her eyes look like, Ashley, so when you run into her at the grocery store, you know it's her.
I know the math.
I didn't understand that at first.
All right, bye, Gianna.
Thank you. Bye.
This year has been one of the most stress-inducing years of my entire life. And I don't know how I would have gotten through this year without meditation. And for those of you guys who have never tried meditation or just apps and things to help you calm down, we want to tell you guys about Calm. Calm is this incredible resource that you can download today in your phone. You can start doing your meditations. I start my day with a meditation every day. My mood is instantly that much better because I take time for myself in the morning in silence. Whenever I'm going through something difficult or I feel like I'm angry about something, like in a fight with my parents, I just sit, I turn on the Calm app. Or if I have trouble sleeping, I even turn it on and it actually helps me go to sleep.
Yeah, it relieves anxiety. It helps improve your sleep. It eases stress. It gets you the best sleep of your life. Actually, 85 million people around the world are using the Calm app to take care of their minds and get better sleep. And our favorite thing about Calm is that there is sleep stories, and one specifically read by Harry Styles. So yes, you can go to bed with Harry Styles whispering in your ear.
or Kelly Rowland
Yeah.
or Laura Dern. I'm sure a lot of your favorite celebrities are actually on there telling
But
you
if you're
stories to
single
go to
like
sleep
me,
to.
Harry Styles is a great person to go to bed with.
If that isn't reason enough to get the Calm app, I truly don't know what is. So you can get it at calm.com/get it, and you'll get a limited time offer of 40% off a Calm premium subscription, which includes hundreds of hours of programming. So get the Calm app, experience a transformation in a way that you sleep. And again, for listeners of the show, special limited time promotion, 40% off a Calm premium subscription at calm.com/get it. 40% off unlimited access to Calm's entire library, and new content is added every single week. So get started today, calm.com/get it. Calm.com/get it. Next up, we have Hayley. I can't wait to hear Hayley's experience with, yeah.
Haley!
Hey, Hayley.
Hi.
Oh my God,
Hello.
you have purple hair. It's amazing.
Yes, I do.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys? This is so exciting.
Aw,
We're good.
We want to know about you
We
and your
want-
journey with I Don't Get It.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've been a long time. I've been a day one listener because I've been a big Ashley I fan
Oh,
since
thank
I saw
you.
her
That's
on
so sweet.
Crystals and then Paradise, just because like your obsession with Jared was so like relatable. Like,
That's so
relatable.
true. It really is.
Yeah.
Did you have a Jared in your life?
No. Well, I've been with my husband since high school, so kind of been
You
like a
needed that
one and
drama
done.
because you don't have any relationship drama in your own life.
You were living vicariously
Seriously,
through
yeah.
the roller coaster.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, yes. And that's why I love the Bachelor franchise so much.
I know.
I love drama.
That's why my mom loves
That's
it.
that's our mom. Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, our mom needs to watch these shows because if we're not giving her, I feel like she got so mad at me a couple weeks ago because I told her, I was like, just because Lauren and I are in these steady, happy relationships, now you don't have any sort of boy drama to ask about.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're just boring to you now. And she was like, why would you say that? I'm like, I don't know. It's because you love to boy talk beforehand.
What? Should I have
I
like
know,
weekly
right?
calls with Audrey then?
She would love it. Please call.
Tell Audrey
Yes,
to follow
please.
my horror film.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Please, so funny.
Well, Hayley, do you have any I don't get it's that you think that we didn't cover throughout the years? Because every day there's a new one, and I just need to get in the habit of writing more down.
I know. I've been thinking about this because I'm like, oh, what hasn't been said? So I thought of two, and one, I know you guys are Harry Styles fans, so you'll appreciate this.
Okay.
I don't get why this perfect man is so fashionable, but yet his merch is so ugly.
Huh.
Wait, why have I
Have you
not
guys
heard
ever
much
noticed
about
very
this?
good.
Like his website, his merch is so ugly, but then you like go on Etsy shops and find like small
I think
business
we're both
owners.
going to look
Yeah,
at it.
we're
now.
all going to look it up.
You know what's so funny? I don't like anyone's merch aside from like Kanye's St. Pablo tour merch.
Yeah, and he's the only people are just trying to replicate that with their own merch. They're just recycling that.
I am like such a big Swiftie. I'm so sorry to say whose heart this will break.
No,
I think
stuff
her
is
merch
really
is
bad.
so bad.
It's so
And
really
I have
bad.
friends who are like, I'm going to buy this sweater. I'm like, okay, I wouldn't wear it.
yeah.
Wait, I can't find his merch.
Okay,
on my
so
phone.
Ashley, Lauren, and I all own the same shirt from Harry's obviously first tour from his first album, and it's a white shirt. It's black and
I
it's
thought
a
it was
big
cool.
picture of him in black and
It's
white,
thin.
and I think that was awesome. But it's very simple.
Yeah.
It was like old,
It's always
very
like a
thin. I love
square.
that one.
Yeah, it was a big square,
It's just
but
like a
I
square
haven't
picture.
seen his other stuff. But
Okay,
that's,
I mean,
Oh, you're right. Like the golden stuff is not good. The new
Yeah.
stuff that
And,
just
like,
came
Harry
out.
Styles
The
golden
watermelon
merch.
sugar stuff too, like they really had to put on the hat, I want your belly, and there's way better lines.
I want
I don't
your
know.
belly. Yeah, this is gross.
This is a great.
Yeah.
I don't
wow,
get
Hayley,
it.
this is such a good
Oh,
one because
good.
he is so fashionable. This is someone who's like a chairman at the
know.
Met Gala. Like Gucci's always
Yes.
dressing him. Yeah, like come on.
He should have like silk shirts or something, you know?
Yeah, like
and
a
I would
button
purchase
up.
that.
Yes. He should have androgynous,
Yeah.
like unisex clothes, like men clothes that like
Yes.
fit on women. That's what we want, Harry. That's
Thank
what we
you
want.
so much.
I know.
Wow, Hayley, that's a good
Yeah.
one.
Can we
Good.
talk about Harry a little bit more right now? Because as much as he is rated,
Yeah.
I feel like he's
Underrated.
actually still
He
underrated.
is.
Yeah.
He is. But I think
I don't get
he's
how more people aren't obsessed with him.
I think he purposely doesn't. He isn't in the press as much, which makes him very like old
Yeah.
school. You know, like
Exactly
I feel like
what I was
he's
going to
sterile.
say. He has no personal drama. He's just living his
I
life. He
know.
doesn't go to like the grocery store. It seems like I don't see these paparazzi pictures. He doesn't call the paparazzi on himself. He doesn't date any
It's kind of
well-known
how
people.
Leo used to
Yeah.
do that too, though. Like Leo would never do interviews, even when his movies came out. Like he would do like 2 interviews, and that's what keeps us so fascinated
So true.
with them is because they're not overexposed.
And
I think
I've never met someone who doesn't like Harry Styles. Have you guys?
No, I haven't. I've met a lot of people
Nope.
that don't like Timothy Chalamet, and I have Chalamania,
Yeah,
but I feel
get
like
that.
Chalamet should probably be less in the press.
Yes.
Like Harry,
then we like
is.
him more. Yeah.
Exactly. He'd be even more alluring to those adults.
Be that a mysterious being.
right? Haley, what was your other? I don't
Yeah.
get it.
It's kind of random. My other I don't get it is when how like 2 people aren't allowed to like look at the same thing at the store. Like if there's a person looking at something you want to look at, you have to like pretend to like be looking at something else while you wait for them to leave.
Oh my God, Haley, you're like the best. I don't get it ever. You kidding? That's so
It's
true.
so good.
Oh, good.
That is
But it's
so
like awkward.
good.
You just like
yes.
wait for them to leave.
Do you guys remember back in the day being at a long ass clothing rack at like, you know, those gross stores I hate, like Marshalls and TJ Maxx, and you're and
you and your Marshalls
I hate them so much. They just give me anxiety. But you know when you're like 2 people are coming to like the same spot and you're like, oh, am I going to
You're
go
like,
around? Are you going to go around? And then they like,
Yeah.
and then they hit the hangers and they're like, wow.
It's like, who's going to win this duel?
So awkward.
Moms love going like that with the hangers. Swipe,
Yeah,
swipe.
swipe. I hate that noise.
But when Haley did bring this up, I thought about like looking at the same thing in Marshalls. Like, oh,
Yes.
okay, well, I'll come and I'll curve around that as soon as this person moves.
That is
know,
so,
it's so
funny.
weird.
I had that today with nail files. I was like, oh, someone's in front of the nail files. I guess I'll come back. I don't need them.
I know. Like I walk around the next aisle and then I come back and
Yeah.
hope they're
Well,
gone.
it's even more so with COVID now. You're like, oh,
Exactly.
6 feet. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
now
even want to
there's
get
a
near this
reason.
person.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Crazy.
All right. Well, Haley, you're fantastic.
Oh,
we
my
have
gosh.
loved having you on, and thank you for being a listener for all these years. We appreciate it more than you can even know.
Thank you.
Thank
and my
you
favorite
so much.
episodes will always be the ramble ones.
Ah,
Yes.
the ones
Thank
nobody
you.
True fan.
downloads.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Hayley.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, let's get Bailey on in here.
Bailey.
Hello, guys.
Hi.
Welcome to the
Thank
I
you so
Don't
much
Get
for
It
being
Oh
here.
my goodness gracious. Thanks for having me.
Do you have any I don't get it's for us or any stories you'd like to share from listening to the podcast in the past 4 years?
Oh man. I definitely have a story, but that might take a little too much of your guys' time.
Is it going to take more than 5 or 10 minutes?
Oh man. Let's do it. Why not?
Come on, give us the condensed version.
Let's do it. Why not? Okay. So here's the deal. This is about a crush.
Yes.
Okay. And so I've had this crush on this dude like ever since 7th grade, right? Baseball player, super hot. Fast forward to, I think it was my senior year. I think I was like 17 or 18. So this guy and his friend comes to pick up my friend and I, and they take us to his house. Sorry, I'm getting anxiety, honestly. This is tragic, but I can laugh at it now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hate that feeling.
So,
Deep breaths.
it's all good, guys. So and I'm sorry, it does have like drugs in it.
No, you're fine.
So, all right. So we roll up a little blunt, we start smoking it and whatever. And in the middle of us, smoking the blunt, him and his friend go to the other side of the backyard, start smoking something else that obviously was very disappointing. Very
Crack?
honestly had to have been some kind of like heroin or something.
Can you smoke
Do you
heroin?
smoke heroin?
I don't know. Honestly,
Okay.
guys, I don't know.
I don't think
So-
you
We're
do.
going to say
but
it's
okay.
crack.
Yes, let's say that. Oh my God. And so that let alone was disappointing, right? And I was like, okay, this kind of sucks, but I've had this crush on this guy forever. And I'm finally hanging out with him. Super cute, little baseball player. And I'm just a sucker for baseball pants, right? So
Men's butts are so yummy in those.
I know. Oh man, here's the thing. So they stop, we stop. My friend just automatically goes into a room with his friend. I didn't know it was going to be like this, to be honest. And so he takes me into one room. We're just talking, whatever. Not going to lie. We banged, whatever. Okay. I'm literally just giving you guys the short version. And so his brother and this girl that is well known to be kind of, I don't want to call names, but she's definitely been known to be around the block. And
Okay.
she actually and I know this, oh my gosh, but she fucked her friend's dad. So that's just to give you a synopsis.
Okay.
That's like,
That was fantastically blunt.
Fantastically blunt.
So, okay, so they walk in the room, right? They weren't even in the house or anything to begin with. They just randomly showed up. And I was like, oh, shoot, what's going on here? We finished, we're done, we were all just chilling in the room together. Because keep in mind, my friend and her dude or whatever, they're still going at it in the living room. It was an empty house, clearly. And my gosh, guys, I look over and this bitch is hopped on his dick. The guy who I was just did. I know. It's honestly so
If you guys could see our eyes right now.
I know. Our eyes is all widened.
oh man. And so she's just going for it. And I'm just in shock because this guy I had a crush on for years. And I was so like on a high, like, yeah, we finally hung out. We did our thing. And now we're hanging out. And
Right.
I looked to see that happen. I'm like, holy shit, this girl has no shame.
Damn.
She's just riding it. And it's just us four in a room, So I clearly see what they're doing. I'm like, and him being on drugs, clearly, I guess that's just my mistake. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Anyways, so doesn't even stop there, first of all. So they kind of finished what they're doing, or actually as they are doing their thing, his brother leans in to kiss me.
Oh gosh.
And I being so young in high school, I kind of kissed him a little bit, but after 10 seconds, me and him just backed away and we're like, nah, we're not into this. Like, I can't do this with you, dude. Like, I'm not like that. And so he's like, okay, yeah, whatever. And then this girl goes from my crush to me, and she starts to make out with me. And here's the thing. You know, I've made out with girls before, like, whatever. It's all good. But as I was doing it, I'm like, this is just not right. Why am I doing this? Like, this is so stupid. And one leans over. One of the brothers leans over and he goes, he whispers in my ear, she wants you to go down on her. And I was like, oh my God, this just keeps going. You know what I mean? It's so stupid.
Wow, those brothers have no shame in front of each other.
Wait, no, Bailey, I'm waiting to hear how this relates to like the podcast.
Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't. This is just like a crush. This is just a crush.
I thought it was like a story that got you into like the podcast or something. I was like, wait, did one of the guys listen to it?
Oh, no, that would be really, really funny though. But no, this is just a crush horror story.
Right. Which crush honestly, we should do a crush horror story episode.
Oh yeah, I mean that's terrible.
Yeah, we love our horror story episodes. Wait, Bailey, do you have any I don't get it?
I do. So one is I just don't get vegan hot dogs. And I know that's so stupid for me to say, but I'm sorry, if you are a vegan craving a hot dog, like that's just your first problem to me. You know what I mean? Like I really don't get that.
I love this.
I have to admit, I've definitely had a vegan hot dog when I was in my vegetarian phase.
So Ashley went vegan, but it was nice because
No, I was never vegan. I was vegetarian.
You were eating a lot of vegan stuff for the animals.
Well, I was eating a lot of vegan stuff because that was the only meat option.
But it was like she was vegetarian, but like eating all the alternatives, you know, like literally that vegetarian.
The hot dog, the vegan hot dogs and like the Impossible Burger are simply crutches for people like in the transition, I feel. I feel like no true vegan is getting a hot dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No true vegan should ever crave a hot dog. You know what I mean? But I totally get Ashley's scenario, 100%. But I know it's a stupid one, but that's just
such a good I don't get it.
Fantastic. Such a good
Bailey,
one.
Bailey, this has just been, I mean, it is 10 a.m. here, and what a share.
I feel you.
I mean, I think that was very entertaining. And it led me to an I don't get it that we can discuss now. This is very college-y, and I've never, of course, experienced this, but I truly don't understand. And I can't believe I have people like in the rooms next to me, and I'm going to say this out loud, but I don't understand like how in college settings
you can have sex in the same
apartment
room.
Settings. Yes.
No,
yeah.
I don't get that either.
I've never done that, and I've done some gross shit, but I'm sorry, I can't. I don't want to see it.
I'm going to have sex in front of two other friends who are also like hooking up in the same room.
I was shocked.
Lauren, you almost have done that.
When? It was so bad.
With Maura.
That doesn't count.
I'm just going to not comment on this one, and we're just going to move on.
Naz, you must comment.
I mean, you guys, I was in a sorority. There were a lot of bunk bed situations where you're not like seeing the other person, but something's going on above and below. And like, I can't say I wasn't in any of those scenarios. But I understand your I don't get it, though. Like, looking back, I'm like, yeah, that's weird.
Okay, what I don't understand is two girls, like, girl on top position in two consecutive bunk beds. That disturbs me greatly.
And on that
That's
note,
amazing.
Bailey, we can't thank you enough for supporting our podcast and listening to us and coming on. It really means a lot to us. So thank you.
Thank you, guys. You're all beautiful. I love all of you.
Oh, you're beautiful, too.
I love you.
Next time I hear someone order a vegan hot dog, I'm going to be like, that's a Bailey foul.
Transition moment.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. All right, bye.
So when I always like to have a therapist, and moving from Virginia to LA, back to Virginia, it's kind of hard to have that stable therapist that you can always talk to. So I have been doing BetterHelp, and it's so nice because you can call or text or video chat whenever you feel like you really are having a hard day or you're feeling extra anxious and you want to talk to someone. They're always there for you. And you can send a message to your counselor anytime. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses, and you can schedule them weekly with video calls or phone sessions, and you don't have to sit in the waiting room. Because I know sometimes I would sit in a waiting room and I would be like, oh my God, am I going to know someone in here? It's just so awkward. Not that you should be ashamed of therapy, but some people just want their privacy, So this way, using BetterHelp, you have that privacy.
Yes, and if you guys are struggling this year, you know somebody that is, this is a great resource to tell them about. And if you're someone who has maybe never tried therapy before, I think this year would be a great time to just give it a shot. I have a lot of friends that they rather keep things to themselves. They actually don't like talking things out. I think you guys know I'm an empath and I love it. And recently I was talking with a friend and I was like, how are you? Like, just tell me about what's going on. And she opened up to me and she's like, wow, I never do this. I actually feel so much better. And I share that with you guys because I think even if you are someone that doesn't like to open up, I think BetterHelp is a great way to actually feel better, because you'll realize that, like, just talking to someone, especially someone you don't know, you don't feel like judged by, someone who's unbiased. It's nice to just have somebody there to listen, especially this year.
Yeah, and you guys know the service is worldwide. They have a broad range of expertise, and everything you share is confidential. It's professional, it's affordable. So many of you have come to us saying thank you for bringing this up. It's really, really helped me, and we are so happy to hear that this has been able to help you guys.
In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they're actually recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states.
So right now, we want you to start living a happier life if therapy is going to make it that way. So as a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting betterhelp.com/getit. Join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health. Again, that is betterhelp.com/getit.
All right, we have Madison next. This is so fun, guys, talking to the listeners.
Yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm. Madison, she's connecting to audio.
Hey, Madison.
Hi.
How's it going?
Thank you so much for being here.
Good. This is so crazy.
Hi.
Hi.
Why is it crazy?
I've been obsessed with you since you were on Crystal's season. So this is just absolutely
this ongoing theme I'm just too flattered and humbled by. So thank you. So yeah, we kind of are talking to everybody about how they got started listening to the podcast and what episodes have resonated with them the most. And of course, your I Don't Get It.
Okay. Yeah. I was literally talking about my I Don't Get It earlier this week.
Yay.
Okay.
We're ready.
Okay. Well, I've listened to the podcast from the beginning, like from the very, very beginning.
Thank you.
And I guess like the episodes that resonate the most are the like Mr. Big podcasts or the podcasts that are about Heartbroken Anonymous, that talk about heartbreak. And yeah, like I just resonate the most with those because I feel like I have a big heart and I often get screwed over. But
you have a big heart, but do you have a Mr. Big?
Oh, I have a Mr. Big, but she's a girl. So I kind of have like a Mrs. Big.
A Mrs. Big.
Mrs. Big.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Have we been?
What's the status with you guys?
What's the status?
Oh, well, she is a close friend of mine, and I like had a crush on her from basically the time that I met her. And it's been like weird because I've been wanting to tell her. And then anyway, last night I told her how I felt.
Whoa.
Last night?
Yeah.
What happened? Oh my God.
I was really nervous because I care so much about our friendship, obviously, and I didn't want our friendship to get screwed over. And I cared more about that than like my romantic feelings for her. But she doesn't feel the same way, but we're, still really great friends. And
fuck yeah,
she's
Madison,
really
you put
amazing.
yourself out there. You fucking told somebody how you feel.
Yes.
That deserves
awesome.
a fucking applause. No one does
so
that.
proud of you.
You are living like you're
So
going to die
brave.
tomorrow, and I love it because that is how I am, and
Yeah.
she's really missing out. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you have listened, you know that all of us have moved past our Mr. Bigs and realized that they are not our person.
You either
So
move
if that
past
makes
or you
feel
end
any
up with
better.
them, and it'll all be good either way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, there's
And
no
I'm just
other
looking for
option,
my
Lauren.
Aiden.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's your Aiden.
Oh, no. Or you could just be miserable forever and still be sad and not over them.
Yeah, but then you don't end
What?
up with them. You're just like so poetic.
No, I knew what Lauren
You know what I
meant.
mean?
I knew what Lauren
I don't
meant.
fucking do.
Yeah.
But this was just closure, and I just couldn't go the rest of my life like not knowing whether or not she felt the same way. I kind of assumed she didn't, but I just needed to know so that I can move forward. And
There's people that need to know, and then there's people that are like, you know, no closure is closure. No one really gets real closure. Like, what is that even? You know, like someone writing a book and dedicating it to you, like on the second page. Like, there's no real closure, but I really appreciate people who are just like, I don't care to play the game. I'm going to put myself out there no matter what happens. And I think that's awesome.
yeah, my therapist was just like, you have to be bold, and if you don't make bold choices in life, then you just are living.
You're not living.
And you're not really
Yeah.
So
living.
true.
I agree. Do you have any I don't get
Yes.
it's for us? Thanks for
My
sharing that with
biggest-
us.
Yeah, my biggest I don't get it is dog bowls, like bowls that are made for dogs, because they're literally just regular bowls that say food on them,
Yeah.
and they are often so expensive.
They are. It's like $13 for a bowl.
Wait, it's so
Yeah.
fucking true.
When it's literally
Even
just
at
another bowl.
Marshall's, Naz.
Even at Marshall's.
I'm serious. Every time I'm like, oh, you know what? That little set, it's $20. She doesn't need a new bowl.
It's
Now,
not true.
let me
Why
ask-
is it?
Sorry, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you wash the water bowl a lot, your dog's water bowl, or do you just refill the water?
When I had a dog, we would like put the dog bowls through the dishwasher.
Okay.
Because
Ashley?
But would you change the water bowl every night?
I would just refill it. Like I wouldn't wash it every
Yeah.
night. But I also like think of it like if you have a water bottle, like I have a reusable water bottle that you use every day,
Yeah.
and you just continuously refill it. You don't wash it every day.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I refill the bowl, and I'm thinking, am I being a terrible owner by not putting it through the dishwasher a lot and just refilling it, or is
Which
that
is
normal
why
for
we
a dog?
should just normalize using regular bowls as dog food bowls, because then you can just have a bunch of them that are like from IKEA that are like $1.
They won't know the difference.
So Jared, he doesn't like that because sometimes if we run out of dog bowls, like they're all dirty, I'll take one of our bowls and I'll put her food in that. But then he never wants to eat from that bowl again because Lois ate out of it. But I'm like, Jared, you let her lick your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
yeah, that doesn't make sense either.
No,
I don't get that logic.
Me neither. There isn't
I have to
much
say,
there.
Madison, that was a fantastic I don't get it. Because
Absolutely.
why
Yeah.
are they so expensive? And then you can buy a bowl for yourself for like $5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
legit.
That is a great question.
Great.
Yeah.
Great, I don't get it.
Such
Thank
a
you
good
so much
I
for
don't
joining
get
us.
Thank you
it.
so much for having me.
So
I love
lovely
all of
talking
you.
to you.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing.
So nice meeting
Nice
you,
meeting
and
you too.
thanks.
Yeah,
for,
and it warms my
sharing
heart
your
that you
story.
listen to us. It's so kind.
I'll continue listening.
Continue
you.
listening and
I
continue bravely loving people and telling them how you feel.
Oh, thanks so
Amazing.
much. Bye, guys. Have a good day.
Bye, you too.
You too. All right, guys. We are just
Who's up next?
We got Cecilia next. She's coming in.
Hi.
Hi, Cecilia.
Hi.
Are
am-
you in your cubicle dressed for Halloween?
Yeah, it's Halloween right now. Oh my God, I am freaking out right now. I'm at work, and I told everyone, I was like, guys, I never take lunch, but I'm taking lunch because I got picked to be on the podcast, and they're like, oh my God, what is happening? But
I love that you're
Yeah, wait,
dressed
this
up
is
in
like-
a cubicle. It
This
makes
is
my
literally the
life.
greatest surprise ever, Cecilia. We
Oh
love
my
you
God.
already. How are you?
Naz, fantastic. Naz, can I just say something to you? So when you were on Monica with the Medium and I messaged you, I was like, hey, can you do a follow-up? And you responded. I was like, oh my God, everyone, Naz responded to me. So I'm your guys' biggest fans. Like, I'm so excited right now.
Oh my God.
You are so
we love you.
sweet.
Yeah,
So
that's
nice.
so
I would
sweet.
say the Monica the Medium episode is probably my most memorable from the past year.
Oh my God.
I mean,
Me
it
too as
actually
well.
may have
Yeah.
changed our lives.
So I bought her book after I read it, and so it's so funny because I grew up Catholic too, so I totally relate to you, Naz. And I was like, my mom and I did a medium, and so like everything that like Monica said just like resonated with me, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is like exactly what my mom and I experienced when we did a medium. So yeah.
So
Did somebody
crazy.
come through when you guys did it?
My mom's uncle, or not her uncle, so yeah, her Uncle Tony, and then my grandpa, and then my aunt and uncle. So
oh my
yeah.
god!
Wow.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Were there very clear signs from the medium that you knew it was
Yeah,
them?
so like she could tell like specifically like she was saying like, so to my mom like, oh, you ate chips, like something salty, I'm getting something, and my mom's like, yeah, I ate sour cream chips yesterday. And so like just crazy stuff like that. It's so cool.
Wait, I actually have an update, guys, which is crazy. Remember when Monica told me like someone's pregnant or whatever, and I was like, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
So we had a family FaceTime recently, and my cousin, who I thought was, conceived. Like, they didn't tell us yet when our podcast happened, and they were like, the medium was right. And I forgot to update you guys on that.
Is
Yeah, so my
crazy.
cousin,
I just got
I know, it's
goosebumps.
insane.
That is so crazy.
It's insane.
Her book's really good. I liked her book.
It is really good.
Your cousin was in the room when she was having sex and saw it happen.
You know,
Clearly what
It's
happened.
like, that one worked.
it's so weird
Yeah.
because I
That's
think about
incredible.
my cousin Peter like all the time now. Like when I'm just driving, I'm like, is he here right now? Like, can he? It's so crazy. But anyway,
It is.
God, the goosebumps are
it's
everywhere.
wild. Wait,
That's so
Cecilia,
good.
that means so much to me. What else? Do you have
Yeah.
any I don't get it's for us?
Yeah, so I don't get people who, and now thank God this for social distancing, it's been the best thing ever. People at the grocery store who clearly see you checking out and then they ram your cart in the back of your heels.
Oh,
And then I'm like, I turn
Um,
around and I'm like, do you see me? Do you see me standing here? Like, I'm checking out right now.
Does that happen to you often?
So, yes.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say that like I've experienced that sort of pain before,
Yeah.
but like it's mostly Lauren ramming into me, not a stranger.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, it's, or like if they don't have a cart, they're just like in an uncut your bubble and they're like breathing down your neck. I'm like, again, like, I'm not going to check out any faster, but now people just can't, like, they're not that close to you anymore. So I'm like, this is great.
You know what really
That's my
irks
question.
You know what really irks me that this reminded me of, and I'm going to sound like the meanest person in the world, but when that's happened to me, but not with shopping carts, with baby strollers. And I don't know if the mom's like looking down or the dad's looking down, but it's happened to me a couple times in life, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. No, that's
The back of the ankles was a killer.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I've never been run into by a stranger,
Yeah,
though.
I mean,
No, me
I don't
neither.
Iowa, we're not that great, which is so funny because Ashley, when you were on The Bachelor, Chris Soules lives just like an hour away. His farm is an hour away from where I'm at in Iowa.
Wow.
Oh,
So, like, you're
wild! I was going to ask,
Steven,
where are you?
Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Where are you that the job is allowing you to dress up way before, like a couple days before
Yeah.
Halloween? Like, are you guys doing a whole
Yeah,
week?
are you near Des Moines?
No, yes, I'm near Des Moines, like 2 hours out from Des Moines, like 30 minutes north of Iowa City.
Okay.
If that, yeah.
Okay.
I work at CRC Trucking. I'm a manager in the recruiting department, and yeah, we have fun in recruiting. We're super fun here. So, the leadership.
So where are you going to be tomorrow?
Well, it's not a whole week thing. It's only today and then Friday. But today, the whole leadership team were the Grease characters. So
Oh
we
my
got Sandy, we got
that's
Danny. I'm Frenchie. So yeah.
Yeah. Beauty school
Yes.
dropout.
I love beauty school. I love that people are still encouraging Halloween because I feel like it's really what people need. You know, it's like, do we need an occasion to dress up? It's just fun to dress up, you know?
Yeah.
Especially this
I
year.
think this is the one thing all year that we can
Appreciate.
do. Like, you can wear a mask, you can go outside. It's the perfect thing to actually celebrate
Yeah,
this year.
we need it. I mean, 2020, like, let's be real. So
Yeah.
this didn't get a lot of news, but Iowa, we got hit with the derecho in Cedar Rapids, Iowa on August 10th.
What's a
Is that like a
Inland-
fly that's about to kill everyone? What is that?
An inland hurricane.
Oh, I
and
know.
so it, like, destroyed homes and everything. And so we were like, we needed this Spirit Week, this Halloween week, to be like, 2020, you suck. But here we are, and we're going to still dress up.
I love that. I think more workplaces and companies should try and up the morale this year. I kind of feel like I kind of feel like some are killing it, but others are just like going as usual, and I feel like they need to uplift their employees, you know?
Yeah, and the recruiting department, we put out a Dance Break Friday every Friday that we do for TikToks. And so, like, we're trying to keep everyone's spirits. Like, there's one of me walking in my house, too. I just need a break for the weekend or something. I don't know. And I'm, like, spraying myself with a hose and stuff, and, like, we just do crazy fun stuff. So.
Wait, you need to put that in the Facebook group so people can reference it.
Oh, my gosh. Amazing. Okay. Yeah, I will post it. Yeah,
Who's Danny Zuko at your work?
Danny Zuko is not here. Hold on. Do you guys? Jenny. Sandy. Oh, she's not dressed up as Sandy, but our VP got involved, and she's Sandy, and she is like got the whole outfit. She looks great, but she's not dressed up yet.
Fuck yeah. Are you guys hiring?
Okay.
Yes, we're hiring. We are always hiring. Yes, Naz. Like,
all right, great. Good plug out there. Yeah. I love that.
Oh, you just brought me so much joy today. So thank you so much.
You guys brought me so much joy. I am so freaking excited to like. You guys are like seriously the best. I'm like Ashley. Your journey through Bachelor in Paradise, and then I seriously remember the moment on Instagram when I saw like you post like my boyfriend. I was like, oh my God, this has happened. Like, yes, we need this. And then Naz and Sutras, like that should have just freaking. Can we do another round of that? Because, like,
absolutely not.
That. Yeah. That casting was hard. I have a whole new respect for Bachelor casting. And I mean, Lauren did such a good job that the Bachelor casting took one.
I know that Chasen's actually on Claire's season. It's hilarious.
Chasen is on Claire's season, and
that's how few guys there are in this world.
Yeah. That's how few single guys there are. But then I went through like a friend of a friend of a friend just to find a good-looking guy, and then of course the Bachelor.
It's so funny because I've been watching Chasen on now, and obviously it's just I didn't get to see what they looked like on Sutras, and I'm like really dissecting his face and everything, and I was watching with somebody last night, and they were like, he looks like Hilary Swank, and now I can't unsee it. So.
I hailed up a little
bit.
But
in the best way. He's obviously a great-looking guy. It was just
Hilary Swank is gorgeous.
Now I just see Hilary Swank. Anyway, Cecilia, you are amazing. Keep spreading joy. Thanks for listening to us. You're the best. You guys.
I'm so excited. Congratulations on the 200th episode. This is amazing, and I can't wait for 1,000 gazillion more.
Thanks. I can't wait to watch your TikTok dance.
And you're inspiring us to definitely do more of these call-in podcasts.
Oh my gosh, yes. Sure. And like, if you ever want me back, I'm here for you. Like, whatever you need. Yeah.
All right, Frenchie.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
All right, we have
what a joy. So all right, sweet. Guys, we're just trucking on along here. This is so fun. We got Jenna coming in next.
Hi, Jenna.
Hi.
Jenna,
hello.
it's so good to see you.
Hi.
So we've been asking people about their favorite I Don't Get It episodes, what got them into the show, and of course, what I Don't Get It we haven't covered that you have.
Okay. I think my favorite episode was when you guys called your crushes.
Yeah. It's a golden episode.
I think I was shaking for you. I was so nervous. It was so funny. I was like, oh my, I could never. So I thought it was so funny.
I still can't
now
believe
we have to have you on to call your crush. We have to have you call your crush.
Who would you call?
Oh my God.
I mean, you don't have to say the name if you don't want.
I don't even know. I totally met this boy on a cruise when I was 16, and I was totally in love with him. So
of course you did.
I mean, I think everyone did. So
we'll call him.
Yeah,
we'll call the cruise boy.
Go crazy.
That's so funny.
Oh my gosh. I know that I probably mentioned this, but the guy that we called, he's on national news all the time now. He's just a reporter for ABC network.
For ABC,
slaying
killing it.
Yeah. So
that was looking back, Ashley, Ashley came up with that idea, just so everyone knows. And it was such a good idea, and I was freaking out. And then remember my crush was I had a crush on you too, and I was like, what? like, no, you didn't.
Yeah,
Joe.
he wanted to date you now.
Wait, so Naz, why didn't you date him now?
Joe doesn't live here. I live in LA.
What if
But
he
maybe
did?
you should visit him during Christmas.
No, I don't think
person.
like a holiday
Thanksgiving.
fling kind of thing.
You should maybe.
Yeah.
What kind of story would that be?
A story that would end in me getting Plan B probably at CVS, and that's it.
Okay, Jenna. So, do you have any I don't get it?
Yes, I have one that's kind of funny that me and my friend were talking about earlier, but I keep, like, obviously I'm working from home, and I keep going to my fridge and, like, looking in it, and then I'll shut it, and then 20 minutes later, be like, maybe it's different. It's never different.
Yeah.
It's really a bummer.
You need to get like gummy bears or something. Because gummy bears, you know, always just like pop in your mouth and it has flavor to get you through to like the next hour, and they're not even that caloric, and they're good.
Yeah, so I don't get why I keep doing that.
That's really funny.
It's never exciting.
Yeah, you're like, I already know what's in there. I have a lot of times where I open the fridge and I forget why I opened the fridge. I'm like, what am I here for again? I have a lot of those moments.
For me in the fridge, I feel like I usually open it just to see, like, is there anything that'll taste good that is also healthy?
Yeah.
And then you're like, no, because what tastes good in here isn't healthy. And then you're like, I'll just wait till my next meal.
Unless
Yeah,
you get a
exactly.
pickle and dip it in some Grey Poupon. That's a great low caloric, flavorful. Yeah,
It's
like
true.
a good.
It
big,
really is
juicy
good.
pickle.
That,
With ketchup
Ew,
too.
what?
yeah, with ketchup. Oh, yeah.
I dip it in ketchup.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
yeah. When you have like a sandwich and then you have ketchup.
I guess
on
that
the
makes
side,
sense. I mean, I
like
have it
some
in a
fries
burger.
and-
Why wouldn't I do that? That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Oh God, I want a pickle now.
And I hate pickles.
Really?
Hate them.
Are you sure you've had one?
Yeah.
What about
I'm
bread
pretty
and
sure.
butter pickles?
No.
Oh, those are even better.
Wait, I don't like those.
Oh, they're so good. Those are good on their
Wait,
own. You don't
last-
need them in anything.
Last night, Mom goes, "Oh, I hate avocado and guacamole," and then literally she goes, "I've never had it."
Wait, what?
She's never tasted an avocado or guacamole, but then she was just going off on how she hates it.
She's a
That's
wacko.
She's a wacko.
Wait,
that's
actually,
my
Well,
story.
that's a good I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like someone who doesn't get, you say you don't like something, but you never tried it. I don't get that. You never tried it. How do you know?
I don't.
That's just our mom. We could have her come on and talk about like a whole hour of the things that she apparently doesn't like in this world that she's never
That's
experienced.
so.
That's like if she never had a cupcake and then we're like, "Mom, try this. It's so good." And then she'd eat it. And then mentally she already didn't like it. So she'd be like, "Ugh," she'd spit it out. It's like, that's
That's
how
so
crazy.
true.
So this is what
too.
happens to us on the regular with her. She apparently doesn't like truffle oil because it comes from mushroom and she like repulses mushroom. So I'll order for her at restaurants, whether it's pasta or a cheeseburger or fries that has truffle oil on it. And then she'll devour it. She'll be like, that was the best fry, the best burger I've ever had. And I'd be like, Mom, I yet again tricked you. And there was truffle oil on that. And then she's like, you know what? I didn't like it. And then she actually makes herself believe she didn't like it anymore.
Yeah.
Why she before embracing the fact that she just, maybe likes truffle oil.
That's a massive.
And it's
I
not
don't
that bad
get
of a
it.
thing.
People do that all the time.
There
They're
you
like,
go.
I don't like peanut butter and jellies, and it's like, and then they're like, I've never really had one, or I had one once. It's like, how do you know? How do you know you don't like it then?
Well, that's kind of like you and with fast food burgers.
Me? What do you mean, like sauces?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because you didn't ever have a Burger King burger until we,
Or a
did the
McDonald's
experience.
burger.
And you say that you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. I am a hypocrite.
And then you had the Burger King burger and you liked
yeah,
it.
it was okay.
Jenna, do you have any
It
other
was
I don't
good.
get
It
it?
was good. I'm kidding.
I think that was my main one.
Well, that is very good. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank
Thank you so
guys.
much for being
So much
here.
fun.
For
That really
listening.
spurred on like 5 different new I don't get it.
You're the best, Jenna. Thank you so much for calling in. Thanks for listening to us. It means a lot.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Do we have one more caller?
Yeah, we do. We have Jessie. She's coming in right now. This is
Okay,
just
let's do it.
wow, rounding out our fan 200th episode.
Hi, Jessie.
Hi, guys.
Jessie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hello.
Good.
So,
Good to
Jessie,
see you.
do you have any I don't get it's that we have not covered over the past 200 episodes?
So I think I do. I have a couple just in case, but the one I'm thinking of right now is that I don't get people who eat in bed, who go on their bed in their like outside clothes, who have
Oh
like
my
pets
God,
in
yes.
bed.
You people. I saw this on the...
What? Wait, finish?
Sorry, finish that?
No, yeah, just like all those outside things that shouldn't belong in a bed, in my opinion. I don't understand how people do that.
I saw this on the Facebook group and I was so confused. I've never heard of this before. Apparently people have outside clothes and inside clothes. Like I have my pajamas and I have my normal clothes, but people change their clothes every time they come in because they don't want to bring like the outside on them.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's some germophobia that I cannot compute with.
It started when I was a
Wait,
kid.
I'm trying to understand. So you guys are saying like people that would get in bed with jeans on.
No.
Like
What
from
are you saying?
outside. Like,
Yeah.
so it started when I was a kid. Like when I was in elementary school, my mom would be like, okay, take your outside clothes off. Like you're inside now. You were in school with all these clothes. Like you have all the germs on
No.
you. So like she didn't want me on my bed.
But apparently
yeah.
50% of our I Don't Get It listeners agree with outside clothing, outside indoor
What?
clothing. I wore this to work today and I'm going to go take a nap in these. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
No, I don't like that.
Wait, I think I'm one of these people, guys. When I leave my house, I wear stuff, and as soon as I come in, I put the keys
That's
away.
for
and part of
comfort
my
reasons.
Okay, so I'm not part of
different.
this.
That's for
group then.
comfort,
Okay,
not
got
for
it.
germs.
Okay, got it.
Some people believe that you can't like go sit down on your bed after you've been outside in your clothes
And
because
also,
Jessica
like,
doesn't.
not
Yeah.
because it's not
I'm
comfy.
in New York City, so I'm not going to sit on a subway and then go into my bed. Like, that's disgusting.
That's very
No,
true.
you don't
I mean,
know
I'm
what
sure
that
I can
is.
get behind that.
I see
Right.
it. I understand, but if you also didn't live in New York City and stuff, and I was just like running errands around Warwick, Rhode Island, where I am right now, I would never think that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the subways may be different. I still would never think about it, but I respect your cleanliness.
I respect it. I love it. What are the other I don't get it's you have for us, Jess?
Another one was, maybe it's just me because I'm not like a huge coffee person, but I think there should be like a more universal coffee that, like, I don't get how every coffee shop you go in, it's like a hit or a miss if it's going to be good in a way. Like, I
That's
wish
called
there was
Dunkin'
more.
Donuts.
Yeah. Well,
That's Dunkin'. Dunkin' will consistently give you a cup of the most predictable coffee.
that's true. But I guess, yeah, more of the
But
smaller
you're saying
ones.
like across the board, you want a coffee to be a coffee.
Yeah, like
Right?
if I
Yeah.
visit a new town and I'm like, oh, I want to try this coffee spot, like they could have specialty coffees, but if I just want like a hot coffee or a cappuccino, I hate that it's like, oh, I hope I like this one when I just spent $6 on it.
So true.
Jesse, that
Understandable.
is so true because coffee's so expensive. I like to support local coffee shops, and I think it's the same with wine. Coffee's like wine because it's beans, right? So it's like how the beans are grown. It's the same with like grapes. It's like why you get shitty wine and good wine. But I agree. It's like you should walk in. First of all, coffee should not be $6. Coffee gets more expensive every year. Like next thing you know, we're going to be spending $18 on like 2 cups of
And
coffee.
the most expensive kind is like the kind that's one size for all. It's like 6 ounces. You know, that's the most expensive
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Crazy.
that's a really good
Very
one, Jesse.
good.
It's
Thank
true.
you.
I
It's true.
understand it.
Thank you.
Those are great. I don't get it.
Because some coffee tastes like literally
Mud.
Yeah.
like mud, like rainwater
Yeah,
on the
then you just
ground,
bought
and then
your
some
whole coffee
or
and you can't
burnt.
drink it.
You don't want it.
Yeah.
Right.
You have another
Wow,
one?
good one.
Do you have another one? You don't have to stretch,
have to
but those
try.
are really
Don't
No,
good.
I had
It's
one
okay.
more, but
Yeah,
I
those
just,
are
I
really
can't remember.
good.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, we appreciate you for listening. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Do you mind?
I started listening to you guys the very first episode, and it's crazy to think like where I was in my life when I was listening to that. Like I was in college then, now I'm completely like in my career currently, and it's like I've changed so much along with listening to you guys, and you guys have changed so much over it. So it's just like really cool to think about that.
That is
Yeah, it is crazy. Do you feel like we've changed a lot?
I don't think you like personally like you sound like, you know, the way you are has stayed the same, but just the way that you have now like evolved in your lives is really awesome to see, and like using like how you guys are in your new scenarios. It's nice to see. I'm so like happy for all of you guys for all the things that you guys have been doing. Like this is so awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, Jesse, you're the best.
You're so nice.
And we met in person.
I've been to 2 of the Heartbroken Anonymous.
Yeah. I'll never forget you. You're the best. Thank you so much for listening to us.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
We appreciate you so much. Times 1,000. Bye.
Wow, guys.
Holy shit.
What a fun thing to do, to listen to our
Honestly,
listeners.
like Monica the Medium and having our fans on, I don't know which one I like more.
No, this is really fun. This is very cool. I think we'll do it more often. We'll just have people come in with I don't get it, and then we'll just we don't know them, and we'll just have them pop in and be like this. Because
I love it. It really spurs on more. I don't get it.
they had such good I don't get it. I think my favorite, though, was the dog bowl. That's so fucking true. It's so true. That makes no sense.
It really doesn't. So many of them.
All right, guys. Well, to all of you that we didn't speak to today, we are unbelievably grateful for you. I can't believe we've done 200 episodes, even though it doesn't sound like that much to me and Naz. It is a lot, and it's an accomplishment that we obviously could have never done without loyal listeners like you guys. So we are so grateful for you, and I wish I had more words, but I'm sending all the feelings out of my heart.
Very good.
Very good. We love you guys.
Bye.
Hope you're staying safe.
Bye.
Did you know that everyone has an aura? Do you know what color your aura is? Maybe you have a fiery red personality or a quiet and calm blue or green. You could be an organized and methodical yellow or an explosive purple. Come join me, Mystic Michaela, on my podcast, Know Your Aura, to find out all about how your personality can be explained in colors.
I don't get it. Podcast.